Hey, how's everybody doing once again? So, over the years and over the past few months, there have been so many, I do mean so many news stories of mail carriers being either robbed at gunpoint or murdered while delivering mail, just doing their job. A few cases would be one that happened over a month ago in the city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, while delivering mail, a mail carrier, a guy mail carrier happened to be delivering mail, just doing his job and trying to make an honest living, only to be shot and killed while doing so. Uh, Around the same month, December, that happened to be also either in the state of Massachusetts or Maine, somewhere in the Northeast. This other guy mail carrier happened to be robbed. He wasn't murdered, but he was robbed by a group of teenagers, and the motive for them doing so, while he was working to rob him at gunpoint while working, was to expect some checks, to him to have some checks, him to have some checks on hand to deliver. They call it, if I'm not mistaken, mail fishing. MAILFISHING, which is supposed to be some kind of new trend. Anyway, they heard about the idea due to the social media platform TikTok. Not that long ago, this past summer, while delivering mail in Florida, somewhere in the state of Florida, the lady wasn't killed by gunpoint or by a weapon, but she was mauled by a group of dogs, an elder white lady, while doing so, who was just doing her job. Little did she know that she would come across a group of rabid dogs while doing so. And she happened to get mauled by them. And although she was taken to a nearby hospital, apparently she wasn't able to make it in time to get the proper treatment. Otherwise, she would have been able to survive from the attack. A good while ago, and also in my city of Birmingham, Alabama, and this by the this area, the name of this area, a neighborhood, community, whatever you like to call it, Tarrant. A mail carrier while delivering mail there. I believe it was another guy mail carrier happened to be doing his job and was killed, unfortunately, at gunpoint while delivering mail, just trying to do his job. My point of saying all this is that, and I do understand that there are usually jobs to apply for on behalf of the Postal Service for an assistant rural carrier position, where you will be a rural carrier that will be riding with an additional rural carrier, a carrier that will be the actual driver, the actual rural carrier. So you are usually riding with them and in the process of training along with them while riding with them on step by step what to do while delivering mail on certain routes. So with that being said, shall the Postal Service require all mail carriers, not just rural carriers, but city carriers, city carrier assistants, to have assistance for additional security purposes, just so they will be able to face that much more lesser of a chance in being robbed or gunned down while just doing their job, trying to make an honest living. Personally, I believe they should eventually enforce a policy, the Postal Service. By the way, and in case some of you may not know, I happen to be a Postal Service worker, although I'm not a carrier, but I am a Postal Service worker. Anyway, and I digress. I personally believe that not only shall male carriers be allowed to carry firearms, but should be able to have just one additional male carrier for extra backup, or for, like I was just saying, security purposes. So just so they would face that much more less of a chance and risk of being in danger while delivering to certain neighborhoods. In fact, some carriers don't even care to deliver to certain neighborhoods, especially if that neighborhood is a neighborhood known for a lot of crime, including homicides or a lot of robberies, though to that extent. And in fact, I work with a lady on my current job who started out as a city carrier assistant, and she was delivering primarily in the Birmingham, Alabama, the city of Birmingham, Alabama. She said anytime you are a city carrier assistant, because there are two types of city carriers, one being a city carrier assistant, which means you're entitled to benefits on behalf of working for the postal service, but not all the benefits that a regular city carrier delivers. Nor do you have the privilege of picking your routes as a city carrier assistant. Instead, you have to deliver literally anywhere that you're required to deliver. Anyway, she told me in some of the most roughest neighborhoods in the city, that's where you will be assigned routes to deliver in. And that's another reason why I'm asking, do you think that mail carriers, even if you're a rural carrier, because you may, in every now and then, and it may not be as dangerous delivering as a rural carrier, due to you delivering to rural areas, you could still have that much more of the risk of be much more of risk at risk of being, if not being attacked by rabid animals. Then there may be a case where a certain person that may be looking for a check in the mailbox, whether it may be either payroll check, Social Security, or whatnot, may be expecting that check within a certain day, only to not get it, may still come and threaten you while delivering mail as a rural carrier with a deadly weapon. So don't think just because, for some of you rural carriers who may be listening to this video or viewing this video, don't think for a split second your life is not at risk, because you're still going out on routes delivering mail, and you just don't know what to expect even as a rural carrier. Anyway, I'm going to end this video, and with that being said, also feel free to like the video. First and foremost, share the video so the video could end up becoming more viral, and the channel more viral and mainstream. Comment right down below to let me know your input on this particular matter and your thoughts, to be able, if you would like to share your thoughts, both your thoughts, or input. Last but not least, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, have a very safe and blessed day.